it just doesn't feel right to me that we have a foreign coach. And again, it's not just about England. I don't think Italy should. I don't think Germany should. I don't think France should.
I think there are some serious questions for the FA to answer in respect of English coaching. I do think that we are damaging ourselves, accepting that Thomas Tuchel is better actually, than any of the other English candidates.
Over the years, we have seen the English national team fumble golden generation after golden generation, while their counterparts such as France and Spain continue to foster the talents to succeed on the international stage. For a nation that prides itself on being the home of football, the home of the greatest club league in the world, and home to some of the world's best players, the English national team has been severely underperforming on the big stage for decades. Sven-Göran Eriksson, Fabio Capello, and Gareth Southgate are some of the names that have come and gone through the England camp over the last 20 years or so, and two of those are not even English. Southgate is by far the most successful of the bunch, taking England to a World Cup semi-final in 2018, a Euros final in 2021, World Cup quarter-final in 2023, and the final of the Euro 2024. Of course, he has won nothing as England manager despite having an extremely talented squad filled with players who play at the highest levels for their clubs. Think of Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham. It was a devastating loss in the Euro 2024 final to Lamine Yamal and Spain that finally put the nail in the coffin for Gareth Southgate, and following the loss, he resigned from the role. Lee Carsley, the head of the under-21s, was appointed as an interim manager in Southgate's absence while they continued to look for his replacement. They played okay in the international break, seeing youngsters like Angel Gomez be given an opportunity in the first team, and also seeing some good tactical approach to the game. However, shockwaves were sent through the football world when the FA announced that Thomas Tuchel will be taking charge of the national team. As expected, massive outrage took place. People started asking questions. Has the English game regressed so far down the food chain that they now have a German manager managing the English national team? People were not happy when Sven-Göran Eriksson took over the role back in the day, but they made their peace with it eventually. Same with Fabio Capello's appointment, but now a German manager took charge of the team, and this time the outrage has been immense. So it begs the question, were there really no good English managers available? Let's take a look at how successful English managers have been in England since the inaugural Premier League season in 1992. The findings would shock you. No English manager has ever won the Premier League, ever. Imagine, no English manager has ever won the English Premier League in over 30 years now. Not a single English manager. The last English manager to win an English competition was Harry Redknapp in 2008 when he won the FA Cup with Portsmouth. No English manager has won an English competition since. Look at the top teams in the league. The phases of the league, you might say. City, Arsenal, and Aston Villa are coached by Spaniards. Liverpool and United are coached by Dutchmen. Chelsea by an Italian, and Spurs by an Australian. The closest to the traditional Big Six and Villa is Eddie Howe's Newcastle. He is the best performing English manager in the nation right now. I mean, no disrespect to Eddie Howe, I think he's been amazing with Newcastle, but when he is the best in class that your nation has to offer, then you kind of have a big problem. You don't see this in the other big European nations. France are managed by Didier Deschamps, who is a Frenchman. Spain are managed by De La Fuente, who is a Spaniard. Italy by Spalletti, who is an Italian. Germany by Nagelsmann, who is a German. And then you have England, who are coached by Thomas Tuchel, who is a German. Some big names within England have come out and opposed the decision heavily. But England didn't really have a choice. The FA didn't have a choice. Tuchel was the best manager that was available, so they had to put their pride aside and give him a chance. And make no mistake, don't get it twisted, Tuchel is a fantastic manager. He's a tactical genius. Definitely one of the best managers of the last decade, without question. But in spite of his football pedigree, Tuchel is a master of knockout football. Of the 30 Champions League knockout games he's played, Tuchel has won 15 of those, losing in the 2020 final with PSG, but winning it the very next year with Chelsea. And then going to the quarterfinals only to lose to Real Madrid, again taking Bayern Munich to the quarterfinals the next season, and then in his most recent season, he lost to a last-minute winner by Jose in the semi-final. He is a master of knockout football. And aside from these characteristics, he's very charismatic, he's loud. Overall, he's just a great manager. It's a big loss, of course, for United, who are no doubt looking at Tuchel as the best and only successor to Erik ten Hag, but it's a great appointment for England. Time will tell if he leads this team to glory or not, but if anyone is fit for the high pressure and high stakes level of international football, it's Thomas Tuchel. What do you guys think about this appointment though? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.